I gotta find your post. Hi guys. It's kind of amazing because I am not really active in that group. And then I saw your post and I was like, that is so cool. Like honestly, like I was let me find it. Hold on, I'm gonna do a screen share so that if anyone later wants to see it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I just love this so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
It's awesome. So what inspired you? Well, I guess first tell everyone like what you were saying in that post.
Yeah, so yeah, I was actually kind of really nervous posting this. I was like, oh man, I know it's like racial political issues and it's a hiking group, so I'm not sure if it'll really do well, but I decided to post it anyways. But around last year or so, I guess it's a 1.5 years since I've been back, but I studied for a year in Australia, studied abroad. And over there, I was kind of struggling with my identity a bit. Throughout my whole life, I wanted to be American because, when everyone else around you is American and, you're the random kid at school who brings Asian food to the area, they're like, what food is this? And they kind of like make fun. They made fun of me because of that.
Did you bring kimchi to school?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Kimchi, bulgogi, all of that good stuff. The stuff I really loved eating at home. But of course, kids seeing something new, they're like, oh, that's really weird. And they kind of like made fun of me for that. And when I got home that day, I was like, Mom, I don't want to eat this kind of food anymore. I want to eat things like hamburgers and mac and cheese. And, ever since that point in time, I just kind of like pushed my Korean heritage to the side. And as I got older, I got really interested in things like the Crocodile Hunter, Steve Irwin, or I remember like in high school or college, I'll be reading things about like the Sand County Almanac by Otto Leopold, and I'll be looking at the speeches by Teddy Roosevelt and whatnot. And I saw all of these amazing naturalists, these amazing people who are trying to inspire people to go out into nature. And I was like, well, I see all of these people, but I've never seen this as a career path. Growing up, especially in that Asian community, we have all of these things that we're told, like you must be a doctor to be successful, or a lawyer, or an engineer, stuff like that. Things you have to like use your brain. You can't be in the fields and do like manual work or whatever. And so growing up, I didn't really have role models, especially in the environmental field, because like I just couldn't find anyone I could really relate to. And so, getting older and getting older, as I entered university, I was like, okay, well, I want to be an engineer or maybe I'll be a doctor, so I'll pursue some hard science careers. But the more I've been doing it, the more I was like, this isn't for me. And one of my friends suggested, like, hey, you like animals and the environment. Why don't you do your major about the environment and animals? I was like, oh, that's perfect. And so I decided to do that. And yeah, I've just been working on this wildlife or this environmental career. And I was thinking, I was like, I need to like find some representation. I need to find my voice. And so I decided I want to be a Korean American who goes out there, tries to inspire others to get out into nature, especially people in the Asian community, because I just feel like it's so lacking, especially in America.
Were you surprised by the response that you got when you posted into the group?
Yeah, I was extremely surprised about how positive it all was. No negative comments at all. And what I really love seeing were the comments from like all kinds of people, but especially like other Koreans or other Asians. They're like, that's my story, or that's exactly what I want to see. Or I read a comment about saying how I'm I'm hoping that you'll do this because my kids will have someone to look forward, like would have someone to look up to. And I was like, oh, that could be me. And I really want to be that voice, and I just want to like, inspire people.
I think that your post already inspired people. So what do you want to do anything? Like, do you want to do anything going forward? I mean, now you made this post. Do you want to try to, how do you want to try to be a role model for other people, especially people of color who don't get outside?
Yeah. And honestly, I think just being, like just being present in media, especially, I know like my career path isn't really set right now. Actually, I decided to be done with the current job where I'm working at Applied Ecology, a great private company for restoration. And I figured, I've been there for a year. I've learned a lot about restoration. I kind of want to move forward. And I have a lot of things I want to do right now. A while ago I did plan that 3 months backpacking trip to Southeast Asia. And over there I want to be filming nature, and I want to show people great sceneries and like just teach people while I'm over there. And after I come back from that, I'm thinking either being a wildland firefighter or even going to Korea for a year to teach English. That way I can connect with my Korean heritage more. I'm really proud of it now, but much better than I used to be. But I'm just trying to, I don't know, just be the best kind of person I can be, and continually post things like, I guess, like with my face or like with other people in, like in the colored community. There's this really interesting group called Hikers of Color, and it's where they want to teach, they want to teach role models mountaineering skills, so that we have more representation in the hiking/mountaineering community. So that might be something I'll be really into.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Is that a Facebook group?
Yeah, Hikers of Color. Yeah.
Oh, I need to look at that. That's amazing. So I just think, just to reiterate, because when you go to Korea, actually a lot of Korean people are outdoors, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's always like, you're going to go to Korea and your family's going to take you to a mountain.
Yeah.
You're going to spend the whole day like up at a mountain.
Yeah, it's the favorite pastime.
But for some reason, it doesn't seem to like translate into the media or like with advertising or with, or like just the stereotype. It seems like there's a stereotype that people of color don't go hiking or don't go outdoors. They're not anglers or hikers, but we need to work on that, right?
Yeah, we're doing our best. Yeah. One individual at a time.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just trying to think if I'm missing anything, if I didn't ask you something. Oh, do you know of any other groups that might be helpful or that people should check out?
I think, Hikers of Color is definitely the big thing. Well, it's not a really big group. It started by Don Wen, and he's like a professional mountaineer, a guide, and it's a really cool group that's happening right now.
I'm looking at it. I'm trying to pull it up right now. That's here in Seattle?
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. Okay, I just asked to be in it. And then just do you think there's ever a time where you will not be outside? I mean, you just love being out. You love the outdoors that much.
Ooh, yeah. I just love the outdoors. I wasn't really an active kid. And it wasn't until maybe 2 or 3 years ago where I was like, I really want to do this hiking thing. And anyone can do it. I used to be the kid who used to run 14-minute miles. And so
nothing wrong with a 14-minute mile. You can, it's okay.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's it, unless you want to add anything.
I guess one thing that I'm working right now, it's kind of new, and I don't like to plug in myself a lot, but it's this YouTube channel that I created. It's called EcoEsque. EcoEsque. And I start videos by saying, hello and welcome to EcoEsque, where I, Daniel Kim, try to inspire you to get out into nature. And, I've been taking a break, maybe like a month and a half or so, because, I've been working on a lot of documentation, and I've been planning this trip, and it's just been like really, really hectic for me. But when I go to Southeast Asia, I'm planning on uploading weekly and trying to introduce more people to nature.
Oh my gosh, I'm on your channel right now. It's awesome. Which one is your favorite video?
Ooh,
I'll use something from that.
Ooh, I'm not really sure. I guess.
What about Mount Si?
Mount Si is pretty. I like the Mailbox Peak one. It shows my struggles throughout it.
Oh really? Which one is that one though? Is that I mean, is it called the mail? Oh, climbing up the mailbox. Oh, okay. Cool. I love it. All right, sweet. Well, I'll try to do something this week on you.
Oh, thank you.
It sounds kind of silly, but we have this. I'm gonna actually stop the broadcast.